Alright guys, so here is my complete review of the CReader 319. I've had my scan tool now for about a week. I've used the crap out of it. From anything from diagnostics to checking readiness monitors, I've got a chance to play with some of the settings. I'll show you how to adjust the settings on your pocket reader. I'll show you how you can dig into it a little bit deeper, because there's one special feature that I thought was really cool and unique to this pocket reader that I haven't seen on some of the other pocket readers. So that being said, if you're still interested, I hope you enjoyed today's content. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Super weird. Said that there was not enough voltage going to the scan tool, so it had to reboot. Look at this. Okay, so Snap-on's gonna screw me over here or what? Let's try this one more time. Cycle the key off. Cycle the key on. Retry. Alright, let's grab our other scan tool. For some reason the Snap-on wasn't working, so we're back on the CReader 319. One DTC in the ECU. Read code P0403. So still an active code. Let's go ahead and start probing.
All right, 2004 Ford F350 with a 5.4 liter, and it has a check engine light on. Now, I'm not supposed to diagnose this car, and I'm only supposed to clear the codes on it. I was just curious at what the code was before I cleared it, and check out what I found.
Alright, so on the CReader 319, check it out, man. So you go to diagnose, right? And again, we're not diagnosing the check engine light. I just thought this was a really neat feature and I wanted to share it with everybody. But check this bad boy out. So it's got two codes, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I was like, oh, what kind of code did it have before I erased? So I go ahead and click this. Check out what it says. This vehicle code is defined by the manufacturer. Please hit enter to select the manufacturer. And I was like, wow. Okay, so maybe it's got some manufacturer specific stuff in here. And I was like, all right, it's a Ford. Boom. Check that out. P1450. Unable to bleed up fuel tank vacuum. And then a P0457 generic code, evap leak detected. I just thought that was cool that it had a manufacturer specific ability to read the codes. You know what I'm saying? Because not all code readers can read manufacturer codes. So the fact this one was able to, I just thought that was neat and I wanted to share it with everybody. Okay, so the CReader 319 pocket code reader scan tool that has live data, can check emission readiness monitors, and can even get into some factory specific or manufacturer specific trouble codes. So from startup, how fast does this thing boot up? Let me push this all the way into the DLC port, and from start to finish show you a few features. So just like that, it's powered on. If we press OK to diagnose, it is showing us here, now this is a 2007 Mercury Mariner, but you could see that there are 0 trouble codes, 8 readiness monitors passed, 0 that are incomplete, 2 that are non-applicable, 46 available PIDs on the data as far as live data or process data is concerned. So we'll go ahead and we'll go down to live data or check out our data stream and give you an idea of the PIDs that are available for this vehicle. So we got fuel, load percentage, electronic coolant temp, short-term, long-term fuel trims for both banks, map, RPM, VSS, spark advance, idle air, MAF, throttle position percentage, and then we're getting into our O2s, showing us voltage, fuel roll pressure showing us in kPa. Wish they would have a way to adjust this in the settings and change it to PSI, but that's okay. It gives us an idea even still. EGR percentage, EGR, FLI, warm-ups. Not sure what VP is. Baro, catalytic converter temperature, because I just got home, 600 degrees. So that's kind of nice if you're checking for potentially plugged up catalytic converter and you want to verify external temperature using a thermal laser pointer, and then verify it with the live data to make sure that both correlations are correct and that the computer is actually reading the correct temperature. So that's kind of nice and nifty to have. Shows us some ABS stuff. Let me just go back to that ABS real quick. Load ABS percentage. Okay, I'm not really sure what code that's actually going for. This scan tool does not have ABS functions or features in it, but it's kind of interesting that it does have this load ABS on here. So maybe that stands for something completely different than I'm thinking of. But that is all the available PIDs for my vehicle here. Now we can even go into freeze frame data. So if you wanted to check freeze frame data, like if it had a stored code, obviously we don't have a DTC, but this vehicle does not have any freeze frame data at this time because I don't have a vehicle code. But it does have that ability, so that's kind of cool. O2 sensor test. So if you wanted to test the O2s or check them out and make sure they're functioning okay. Rich to lean sensor voltage. Press OK. Shows you here and then tells you status passed and what it's looking for, min max. And you can do that for bank 1 sensor 1, bank 1 sensor 2, so you're up and downstream on bank 1, you're up and downstream on bank 2. So that's really cool that it gives you that test. Then of course we got some onboard monitoring. Let's just go into this and see what it is. So we could check catalyst, EGR, some evap. Let's just check EGR real quick and see what it does. Shows us min max again, the value, and then that it passed, so that's cool. We got some evap stuff going on here. Kind of cool that it has some of these tests for you, or at least the ability of checking monitors. Now we got some Misfire Monitor data. So if you're looking for a misfire in particular, you can come in here and to check out the Misfire Monitor. If you want to check each cylinder, you can. And it'll tell you how many counts. So we got 0 counts. Maximum allowable counts. Status pass. And again, you could check that for all the cylinders, just to make sure everything's on the up and up. So if you weren't sure if you had a cylinder misfiring, you can come through here and check that out. Now let's go to Evap System, so mode 8. Evaporative system leak test pass. So if you wanted to verify a repair, if you just got done repairing a portion of your evaporative system, maybe a vacuum line that came off, or maybe you were fixing the seal on your fuel tank and you wanted to retest it to check, or you got a new gas cap because you thought that would fix it, you can come back through here and check your evaporative system and have it do a test. And then of course, last but not least, we got some vehicle information. Let's see what it gives us. So we could show the VIN, CID. I'm not going to go into that, but you get the idea. You can verify the VIN number based on the vehicle. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes. So let's go into Dtc Lookup now that we did get a chance to go through the diagnostic menu and see what Dtc Lookup is. So this is kind of a cool and interesting feature here. If you're not sure what the code is, now obviously the scan tool is smart enough to tell you what the code is, but if you wanted to look it up, let's just check it out. select position. Here we go. So let's say it's a P03. So now we'll change the input. Let's say it's a P0300 and we wanted to see what that meant because we didn't know. It will tell us random multiple cylinder misfire detected. Alright, now let's change it again. So we're going to select the position again. Let's go P0420, which is everyone's favorite catalyst code. Am I right? Let's throw an 02 at it. Just kidding, just kidding. Catalytic system efficiency below threshold bank 1. Pretty cool. So that's really cool feature that they have there, that you can actually look up a DTC. So if you weren't sure, even though your vehicle wasn't throwing a code specifically, but your buddy or your friend said, hey man, I got an engine light on, this is the code they gave me. You can come out to your car, plug the scan tool in, go to Dtc Lookup and look it up, or you can just get on your smartphone or laptop and check it out as well. But that's kind of a cool feature on the fly kind of deal. So we got setup and we got help. Let's go into tool setup and see what tool setup is. So we could change language and unit of measure. This is what I wanted to change. We want to go with the imperial because I want to see PSI. Now let's go back, and now let's go back to our diagnostic screen, and we'll go back into live data just to confirm that that fuel rail pressure is now gone from kPa to PSI. So there's our fuel rail pressure right now. Key on, engine off, holding at 40 PSI right now. Now if I was to start my vehicle, now we can see if we have, like if there was an intermittent cutoff, like the fuel would drop randomly, we could watch our fuel rail pressure and make sure that it's actually staying steady and we don't have any issues, whether we're losing voltage or we're losing pressure itself. It's actually going to tell us what the pressure is currently at the fuel rail, and we can monitor this and see if it cuts off, like if it only happens while driving. We could prop this up on our dash while we're driving, like so, and as we're driving, just kind of briefly look down and be like, okay, well, it stalls at 35 miles an hour, and at 35 miles an hour it drops to 10 PSI. So if you were load testing or you were actually taking it on a trip to verify the complaint, you could check that out on the fly. So kind of a neat little feature.
Alright guys, so if you've stuck around through the whole video, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Share if you want to share. My final thoughts on the CReader 319. I think it's a phenomenal product, okay? Like I said, it's great for quick, down and dirty, very fast boot up time. Has a lot more features and benefits that I didn't know it had in comparison to some of the other scan tools that are out there that are available for twice, if not 3 times more. This comes in just under 30 bucks. You can pick it up on Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description. But look, I've had this. I've had a chance to use it. I love this thing, man. This thing is freaking awesome. For what it's worth, I'm telling you, I'm killer excited that I got it, and I'd buy it again. Thanks as always for watching, guys. If you liked the video, again, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.